Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special episode of Mike Reviews today. I'm Mike from Mike Reviews. I'm joined with Kayla. Kayla, say whatever you feel like saying.
Yo, what's up?
That's a great
It's Kayla in the
contribution.
house.
Thank you for being a part of the team. Phil, say whatever you want.
Hi, the devil made me do it.
Oh, wonderful. That's a reference to the
a
movie
great
that we just
tie-in.
watched. And we're talking about The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. This is the third Conjuring movie. Is that correct?
It's the third Conjuring movie, but maybe like the 9th Conjuring universe movie.
Oh, but seriously?
Well, there's the 3 Annabelles.
There's 3 Annabelles?
Yeah.
Which one of the movies is the one where what's his name like went to the dark realm and there was like a nun lady?
And those are different.
That's The Nun. That's Conjuring 2, and they made the movie The Nun.
So Conjuring 2013,
Oh, the
then
Curse of
Annabelle,
La
Conjuring
Llorona.
2, Annabelle Creation, The Nun, The Curse of La... Is that La Llorona or La Llorona?
I'm not sure.
Annabelle Comes Home, The Conjuring Devil Made Me Do It. So that's 8.
Yep.
Wow. All right. Now, I didn't see any of the Annabelles. I don't think I saw The Nun. I don't think I saw The Curse of La Llorona. So I saw Conjuring 1 and 2. I don't remember what they're about. They're exorcism movies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Insidious has the same guy in it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I kept being like, wait,
Same director, I think.
is it really?
Yeah,
I thought
think
so.
It is James Wan.
Okay, so Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. Loosely based around
The true case of Arnie Johnson.
this guy that killed his landlord, then got served 5 years in jail.
So, in the real story, he actually didn't really get 5 years. He actually got 10 to 20, and they let him out in 5
Yeah,
years.
he served
Okay.
5 years.
Yeah. Kayla, didn't you say that it wasn't as like they didn't have as much to do with it, with the case, as they sort of did in this film?
Oh.
Did they have anything to do with the case at all?
They did a
I-
little bit.
Yeah, I don't know if they did they did do the exorcism on that kid, the David Gatzel kid,
Mm-hmm.
and was Arnie really there? Or?
Yeah, so supposedly he actually, the Warren, a church convinced the Warrens to come to their house to do an exorcism on the kid, from what I was reading. And then they heard the Arnie say to the little kid, "Take me instead," which they kind of showed in the beginning of the movie.
Okay.
So, and then I guess they were there for like the courtroom scenes and stuff like that, but none
Yeah,
of the
but
the witchcraft kind of stuff.
And they didn't actually allow him to claim that he was demonically possessed as a defense for murder. Like they ended up saying it was self-defense.
Yeah.
So that's why he
Oh,
got
okay.
manslaughter.
So they didn't prove in a court of law to
No.
a jury that it was witchcraft or
No,
possession or a curse. It was. I don't know if they said that either the husband or the wife. What are their names?
Ed and Lorraine.
The Warrens?
Yeah.
If either of the Warrens testified or anything, but I thought whatever information they provided, the judge said, we got to throw this out. This is not going to work. This isn't part of the case. Overall, Phil, what did you think of the movie?
I actually enjoyed it a lot. The reasoning was that I was glad that it wasn't just like a haunted house. I'm glad that it was more of like a witchcraft and they like changed up. Like, I mean, we all wanted to watch another haunted house movie, but I actually enjoyed that it was more to it.
Okay, yeah. So, because like the first 2 movies, it was haunted house.
Yeah.
And then this one with a little change of pace, but still had some, riddles to solve and what have you. So yeah, a little bit different, a little bit of the same.
It wasn't as jump scared as like I've seen in the past 2 movies. Like I couldn't even sleep after I saw The Nun a couple days. I was like scared to turn off my light, so I slept with the light on that night. But this one, I went to bed very easily.
Yeah, okay. I didn't see The Nun, but
The Nun movie sucks, but Conjuring 2.
Scares.
Oh, Conjuring 2. Okay.
When
you're
you
saying-
when you first
I
see
was
The
about
Nun.
to say, I was
Okay.
like, the Nun was fucking boring.
Yeah, it was really boring. I was really disappointed what they did with that one.
Kayla?
I thought it sucked ass. I mean, like, come on. a
was
ghost, a demon in a waterbed. I mean, gross.
A demon in a waterbed. That was the most disgusting part with all the goopy, slimy scenes.
No, this was the most disgusting part.
I disagree. Have you ever laid on a used waterbed, Phil? This
Especially
kid.
one that has a
Well,
demon
you
in
know,
it. And then fucking poke through the water. Imagine how disgusting that water tasted and smelled.
well, I'm sure that filter wasn't on if they.
Yeah.
moved
What,
it.
the waterbed? The
Yeah.
waterbed does not cycle through anything. You fill it up and you close it and then you sleep on it for like 20 years.
Okay, that's what I thought.
My brother used to have one. He had like something that I forget what they.
He had a filtration system in his waterbed?
He had something. We were just talking about it because we were talking like with my mom and my brothers and stuff. We were
All
just
right.
talking about
I
it.
need to look
Filtered
up
waterbed.
waterbed maintenance tips immediately because this is more important than the movie review because I've never owned a waterbed. I just remember that my parents had one when I was very young, and I
Yeah,
remember
my
that
parents-
thing
my
fucking
dad had
stank.
one.
It fucking stank.
Well, he obviously did not have a filter.
Waterbed
True thing
maintenance.
either.
Adding waterbed treatment to your waterbed mattress. People are still buying waterbeds is something that is apparently
I
a
thought
thing.
they didn't make them anymore. I thought they're only like used only kind of thing.
Ew.
How to fill a waterbed. Here we go. And this is from 8 years ago.
Is this guy in The Conjuring too?
Dude, this guy, if you watch this movie if you watch all 6 minutes, he's going to come out of the TV and suck your soul. The kid's just like, don't put me near that disgusting waterbed. Whoa.
One
Okay, he's
hand.
not-
His wife's just like, here, honey, would you change the disgusting waterbed fluid?
And I don't see any kind of filtration system in this
Oh
thing.
yeah, he just hasn't got to it yet.
So, Phil, you've seen your brother's waterbed.
Oh yeah. I
And-
mean, I had no clue about the filter thing until like a couple weeks ago.
So what's the purpose of the
He got-
filter? Is it
I didn't get that far into depth into
It's-
it. I'm sorry.
there's no
He got conned, okay? He got conned into buying something that they were like, this is a filtration system for your waterbed.
My brother
Here, it
loved
costs
that
like
thing, too.
$60.
Phil, there's no filtration system
No.
in any waterbed
No,
and
you just
ever.
have to drain that shit and then put more goddamn water in it.
There's probably a waterbed pump that you use to fill it up and,
Yeah,
and dump it out.
That's
Not
the
a
same
filter.
thing. It's like a filter. You can drink it
okay,
after.
when you're
Oh my god. Ew. I dare you. I dare you to drink your brother's waterbed water.
How much you got?
oh, okay, we got $40. Call him up.
right now.
Well, he
Yeah.
doesn't have it anymore.
Well, then we got to find it and see how much fluid is left in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've
Oh.
determined that The Conjuring 3 does not use a waterbed filter.
That was old stank ass water.
Yeah. So back to The Conjuring. The part that I liked the most was like any of the scenes where like it was they were having like the hallucinations of the demon. I thought
yeah.
those were pretty cool
Yeah.
because it kind of spiced it up and at first you weren't sure if it was him imagining it or if it was happening. Then all of a sudden like the lights go out and you're like, oh okay, he's fucking losing his mind. Kayla hated it. Did you really hate it or do you
No,
just
I
hate what
didn't.
Phil says?
No, I didn't hate it. I actually liked it. I thought it was an okay movie.
Okay. So Kayla liked it, Phil liked it, and I liked it. All right. It was a good movie, especially for like the third part of a movie. And
Yeah.
like you mentioned, Phil, it's a little bit different from the other two. I don't think I was able to guess the ending though.
You said it was going to be the old man, but it was his
Oh.
daughter.
Yeah,
Well, you're
okay.
close.
So I was wrong. So nope,
Yeah.
I don't get a point. The spoiler here is that there was some lady who was a secret love child from a priest,
Yeah.
retired priest, and he had to hide her away, so he kept her under the house. When you give Satanists a bad name like this, it really subtracts from the good that the Satanic Church is doing. It's terrible. They're actually more for public health and abortion rights than any church or any Republican does.
Well, they would be, Michael. They just want to kill every baby that's ever been born, and so they go
They want to
hell.
kill innocent babies.
They
That's
want,
right.
They want all the babies in hell. You know that.
Because
right?
they're working for George Soros and Hillary
I
Clinton.
just think that they should be treated just like any other religion. It's a religion. That's all that's all it is. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter who you worship or don't worship or
and
whatever.
and honestly, that's my favorite part about them is that they're like, well, it's separation of church and state, if the church, if Christians have this right, then we're going to have the same right, and we're going to fight in court for it, which is great because they're basically just trolling Christians, and I think that needs to happen more.
Yeah.
I forget how we got here. What were you talking about?
Me?
I don't remember. What did I ask?
Oh, I don't know.
Did I just fart?
Can we talk about your guest appearance?
Oh yeah, I did have a short scene in this movie.
Yeah.
I thought you might not notice. That's why I sort of dressed
Of course
up.
I noticed.
It was really gross and slimy, but it's a bloated body that they found in the water that'd been in there for months. And she's got to touch like the slimiest, nastiest part of the body, and they kept zooming in on that big toe.
Oh yeah.
And it's just glistening with what I can only imagine is like
Lube.
goop, slime, KY jelly, yeah. And I'm like, man, thank God, yeah, there it is. There's that big old toe just glistening. And I'm like, man, if Tarantino did this movie, he'd have that fucking toe right in his mouth.
We also kept like making fun of Patrick Wilson's character. I'm sorry, Ed. His only purpose is to like stand next to Lorraine when she's having her visions and be like, Lorraine, what is it? What do you see it? You see it? Where is it, Lorraine? Oh, maybe you should stop. Come back, Lorraine.
But it looks like she's got to sit there and concentrate.
Yeah.
She closes her eyes, she struggles, and then he's just like, what do you see? You see anything? What about down over there? What? What's for dinner? Spaghetti again. Jesus Christ, let's go. Are you done yet? And then after all that, I get my film debut. And then here I'm like, Alright. But
I wonder how your first screen test was.
listen, I don't want to talk about it. You got to do things
That
that
you-
you regret
Yeah.
in order to make it in Hollywood. And they're like,
You lose
how
weight.
They're like, how far out can you stick your gut? And I'm like, boy, I can stick it out real far. I'm like, They're like, do you need like makeup? There we go. That was the hardest part, is when I had to run a little bit. Like I showed up and they're like, "Here, take off your shirt." Oh, we don't even need makeup. He's all veiny. We just oh yeah, we'll just draw a little fucking scar to show that he's dead, and we'll call it a day. And then I got more screen time.
So who did you actually try out for before? You know, what character were you trying to be before? Were you trying to be Arnie?
No, the casting call was we need like someone that looks like a deceased DJ Khaled, and I'm like, okay, all right. And they're like, here's a wig. Yeah, I'm okay.
Oh my God, great acting here, Mike.
Yeah.
Really, just
Thanks.
bravo.
We got it in the first take. See,
Yeah, that was good.
convincing.
Hey, good job, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. How much did you make?
Make?
Yeah. Well,
They just let me
you
keep
got
the wig.
you got money, right? Oh, jeez.
I got to take 2 apples off of the snack tray. But I mean, you saw me. I ain't eating no apples. I had a question about what are the main witch, the pastor, the priest's secret daughter that was cursing. So the curse was you had to have 3 sacrifices. You know, like a man of God and like a child and
Someone loved or something.
someone loved. Yeah. So 3 people had to die. What does the witch get? Why did she curse these people? For what purpose?
She was
Is the
just-
question.
That's what I think she was just obsessed with Satanism. I don't know. Like,
trying to live
she was
forever.
just- maybe.
Okay, if anyone can answer
Like, or
that
be a
question,
demon?
answer in the comments, because I don't want to watch it again, but I do
Well,
want to know,
Oh,
because I don't know
if
what
they
she gets out of this.
Did they explain? I think it was just like,
They explained what the curse was, and they explained what you needed, what catalysts were, and it's those 3 people.
yeah.
But
to
I was
feed
like,
the
what-
demon the souls.
Yeah, and then when she couldn't get it, the demon takes
demon
her
took
at the
her
end,
soul.
and that's how they, that's how she went. Like, okay, that works, but why would she risk that? What was she? Was it a bounty full of money? Was it immortality? Could she have?
Yeah, probably just, normal immortality, or like she becomes a all-powerful demon or a more powerful witch, or
I feel like they would have
the
explained that a
average
little
shit.
more detailed. Maybe I wasn't paying attention and I missed it. But all three of us don't know. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So that usually
I feel
one
like
of us
you
will
would
pick it
know
up.
the best. Remember, like 20, I don't know, maybe like 15, 20 years ago.
Yep.
You went to the insane asylum, and then they were doing all those rituals in there. You remember that?
I do remember that. Yes.
Yeah, so you should know better than us.
They didn't have the book there.
You spent a night cell with them for like a couple hours.
I didn't. I was in there for like an hour and a half, and then the cops pulled us out, and then we're in a holding cell for another 3 hours with some other people that were also in this abandoned insane asylum that we didn't even know about until the cops pulled them out too.
Oh my god.
And these guys were talking about all sorts of God knows what. Like, oh, alternate dimensions, man. We're going to go fight demons. They're saying we're going to fight demons because there's like at least 10 different dimensions, realms, they were calling them. And, ours is the Earth human realm. And there's another one that's the dragon realm and the demon realm. And so, like, if we go meet in the mall parking lot, we can put up a portal and go and, like, fight.
No.
We got to train. They were seriously inviting me and Cameron to go train
he has
with
a
them.
picture with him. Don't you have like a picture?
I used to have a picture. I don't know if I still have
What
it.
was their plan to make a portal? A portal out of what?
I don't know. I was so fascinated, and I'm like, dude, I want to go, but I'm not going to go by myself with these fucking psychopaths that think they can open up a portal to the dragon world and then train for it. Like, whatever it is, I want to know what they're doing. Like, are they just gonna lead me on for months and be like, we're gonna go train, and then they're just kind of like, okay, here, try and hit me. Ha ha ha. You're ready. Next week we're gonna go. All right.
And then they lead you out into some woods and kill you.
And that's how Mike goes. Yeah.
I remember when you guys asked me to go, and I was just like, "Fuck no, that sounds terrible."
You missed out, dude. It was absolutely terrifying, and this is coming from someone who's almost never scared of haunted houses. Scary movies don't really scare me, but you're in this insane asylum that's all like derelict and broken down and just destroyed. And then as we were on like the third floor, by the way, we had to crawl in through a broken window.
Yeah, I remember that.
And climb up several floors, and there was like I think one more floor, and then there's the roof. And we're on the third floor, and we're just looking. We see at the end of this one hall, there was a reflective spray paint with an arrow pointing in the last room, and I'm like, let's definitely go look at that. Absolutely, like, yeah. Both Cameron and Julian are like, I know, maybe we should go. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck? We're all the way here. It's what do you think's down there? It's probably nothing, but let's go. And then that's when we started hearing a ton of loud glass breaking, like not something like an animal, like people smashing it, because those other people were in there smashing it, but we didn't know that, and we're just like, go, I don't know what it is, let's just go. And then as soon as we pop out of that window, cop lights, come on out. We're like, oh fuck. But if anyone knows what she gets out of it, why she was doing it, I mean, I'd like to know.
We're gonna see some weird answers.
She risked a lot. She risked her soul to get something, so hopefully there was something good.
$1 million.
$1 million, that's, I guess. Okay, Kayla.
This is actually my favorite scene right here. I just want to talk about it.
Yeah, the scene at the end where
she's running towards him, and then all of a sudden she's like,
yeah, there was some really good special effects in here that weren't too cheesy and really sold like the feel of the movie and kept it real
really
tense.
Used, like lighting.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a good blend of practical effects and special effects that they're supposed to complement each other and not just be all special effects. But so I did like how the special effects worked, and even like especially at the end when they're in like the catacombs or the sewers or whatever, and Ed, that's his name, right? Ed Warren.
yeah.
And Ed got pixie dust blown in his eyes, and now he's chasing around his wife and trying to sledgehammer her, and she
had a very shining feel to it. Instead of it was like a
there was even like a scene where he's dragging the
and
and
I felt like they did that on purpose.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
But it was good. It's not just a copy. kind of a nod to it, and I liked it. It worked. It was it was a very well done scene. You know, she uses the power of love to convince him that you shouldn't hit me with the hammer. Hit the altar that I'm leaning up against currently.
It's not our love that is weakness. It's our strength.
Yeah. Okay. Cheesiness got to be cheesy. Great. Okay.
Whatever.
And a happy ending. The guy only got 5 years. Great. Got out in 5 years. Cool.
Actually, not that great when you think about it. I mean, I don't know.
Well, I
don't believe that guy really got possessed and fucking.
You're saying in real life you don't think that the guy got possessed by a devil or a witch, and
I think like being white really helped the people believe that it was manslaughter or self-defense or whatever.
This is fact. That's fact.
You think a black guy could get away with being like, the demon made me do it. I was possessed.
No, I don't think that would work. I don't think that that's allowed. And you know that that's not allowed, Kayla. You know it's not going to fly that way. So,
the Lorraine Warren actually got sued.
Oh yeah, by like the
brother of Arnie, because he felt like there was a book that came out. I think it was called "The Devil Made Me Do It" as well. But
she wrote the book.
Well, she didn't write it, but she wrote it with some. I think his name was Garrett. And I guess the older brother sued him for false information, and put in the family, none of the family can't get jobs. And
so
stuff.
She didn't change names or anything.
Yeah.
Well, that's just her own fuck up.
Yeah.
I mean,
but the book is off the shelves now, and I heard
off the shelves.
Well, you can't buy it anywhere. Like they don't reprint it or anything. And I guess like on eBay, it's like almost like $2,000 to get it.
Really? Okay. So. It's not a banned book. It's just a book that some company owns the rights to and stopped publishing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't let Fox News convince you that this book was canceled. Actually, if anyone's going to cancel this book, it's going to be Fox.
Yeah.
Overall, I did like the movie. It seems like we all liked it. Kayla, did you have a favorite part of the movie before we go on to Kayla's crush? I want to give you a minute to think about your answer very carefully.
Because I like anything with the witch, any kind of flashback thing. I mean, actually, the beginning with the kid was pretty good.
Like the exorcism scene.
Yeah, the exorcism. And
I think this part was one of the creepiest ones for me. Right at the beginning with the shower, and he's sitting in the bathtub, and he looks up, and again talking about this is a good production. The lighting is really good. You can see, and your brain sees. But you don't realize what you're seeing is fingers, and then the fingers just start to move, and you're like, "Oh, those are fingers." And I thought that was really, really well done. I really love stuff like that, and they hide things in the background, hide things in the shadows, and you see it, but you don't realize it. They did that really well in this movie in a few spots. Phil, did you have any favorite parts?
Well, I don't really have many friends that are, do cameos for movies, but obviously your part was one of my favorites.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I did try really hard, and that running was tough.
I did think the kid scene in the beginning, but not when he was on the table and his head was flipping around the table and shit. That was kind of...
Yeah. Though they did that a couple times with the other guy too, with Arnie, and they turn him inside out and dislocate stuff, and I'm like, that's really cool. Kayla, any crushes in this movie?
Well, I mean, obviously it has to be Aquaman's brother, Patrick Wilson here.
Not the bloated corpse with long, glorious hair that looks so much like me.
Oh, yeah, no.
You gonna pick Patrick Wilson over a dead guy?
Over a dead guy, yeah.
Okay, prima donna here.
Okay, I can't have. Oh,
wow.
Sorry.
We'll just cut that part out.
Please don't. Just let it.
Kayla and Phil, you would recommend this movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would too. Okay, so I think that's going to wrap up this episode of Mike Reviews. All right, goodbye.